Hi, I'm Tom from Stage 1 Photography. I wanted to talk to you today about an app that I downloaded last night from the App Store called Alien Sky. Really cool app, I've been playing with it non-stop. Basically, earlier in the week I was lucky enough to go up to London on the EDF London Eye and take various photos, both with my SLR and my iPhone. Tried editing them through my normal editor on my iPhone, and they came out really good, but I wanted to add something a little bit different. Luckily enough, I found this really cool app that allows you to do that. Basically, Alien Sky lets you import a photo, add various elements on top, layer them up to create a really creative look. Things like moon, sun, stars, comets, nebulas, loads of different things. You can layer them all up, make a really interesting photograph. You can go over the top with it, you can make it look really abstract, really kind of sci-fi, or you can keep it quite simple and quite subtle and get a really cool look. So here's the actual app itself. When you load it up, this is the screen you'll see come up. If you click over on the right here, that's a take photo option, so you can take a photo straight into Alien Sky. On the left here we've got load image, so you can go into your camera roll, scroll through, pick a picture, and it will load up on the screen like this. Now at the bottom you've got adjust, effects and filters. Adjust is simply the brightness of things, the brightness and aspect ratio of the effects you're going to add. So if you look at the photo now, it's quite a standard looking out of the cable cars there across the river at East London. In the effects, you've got hundreds of different effects. You've got things like Saturn moons, the rings, different sort of crescents, through to planet Earth itself, through suns, rings, stars, comets, and various different other things in here. Lightning at the end there, which is quite a cool one, I thought. So what I've been doing at the moment, I've been adding stars in. So if you look here, down here it says star fade. So what that is it obviously graduates down to nothing at the bottom. So I add the stars in at the top of the shot. You can use your pinch and things to make them look slightly, to widen things or make them smaller. Go to adjust, make things brighter. You can add a colour tint as well to them if you wanted to make them slightly different colour. So if you look now, I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera, there's actually stars at the top of the photograph. And then if you go back to effects and go to the top where it says render add, you can add that in, and that's rendered to the photograph now, so you can add another layer on top. So if I wanted to add more stars, for example, I can add those in, drag them around. If I wanted to make them slightly larger and maybe less bright, there we go, that's done. Again, render add renders the image. What I like to do as well, if you go down to filters here at the bottom, you click on filters, you've got about, I don't know, 15 or so filters that you can add on top. One that I do quite like is this one at the bottom called futuristic, which makes it look quite muted, almost mono, and quite contrasty. So it makes it quite look like a night sky. So I'll leave that one on there. Other things you can add, things like a bright sun to the shot if you wanted to add a sun. So you can add the sun. And one really cool thing about this app is, I don't know if you can see this on the screen, but wherever you move the sun to, there's like a ring haze around the shot, and actually you get like a lens flare as well that comes through. So if I move it up to the top corner, the lens flare comes down to the bottom of the shot, and if I move it down here, you get a really cool look and quite a natural look. I don't want the sun. What I want to do is I want to stick a moon in, but I don't want to put a normal moon, which you have got here. I want to add a crescent moon in. So there's my crescent moon at the top there. I think I'll drag that down and make it a little bit smaller as well. Pop that up there. Right, and I'm going to add another layer. On top of that, you can see the next layer is already on for you. I want to make it look really sci-fi. I'm going to add in a Saturn at the bottom as well, to make it look like a really strange alien planet, even though it's only the O2, you know, Greenwich. Again, add render, and that's starting to look pretty cool. One more thing I want to add before we finish, I want to add on a white comet to the top. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller as well, actually, so the comet's going across the top of the sky there. Render, add effect, OK, rendering, and I'll get rid of that because that's not going to be in the shot. And this is the image that you end up with. And then at the end, all you need to do is click save, and it will give you an option of where you want to save it to. For this one, I'm going to save it to my camera roll. Bang, and it's gone. That's it. Happy days. So that's Alien Sky. I downloaded it last night, like I say, for free from the App Store. Definitely recommend you download it. Fantastic, great fun, and it works really well. No glitches at all. I'm Tom from Stage 1 Photography. Thanks for watching.